wet, little chilly. Trykowski. We'll give him a try today. Well, plan B. I took the hose out to screen it last night, and well, you know how water always finds level. Out to the hose. Let's go. It's always good to have a plan B and a C and a D if you need them, but B's gonna take care of it. We'll be back in a bit. All right, we're back. Little wind chill factor, but that's all right. We'll use it to keep us motivated. Okay, quick story, hopefully. Back when we were foraging for tangerines for Lemonature, my friend brought his son with us, and he is maybe 10 or 11 years old, and we were standing, we journeyed for a while and then got out and journeyed into the woods, and we were kind of deep in the forest, standing there just enjoying tangerines quietly, and we heard this poof to the ground. We're like, whoa. And we looked at each other, his dad and I said, "Yo, that was a widowmaker, man." Well, what's a widowmaker? Well, we went looking to hopefully see what it was, and it was a raccoon. Oh, a good-sized coon. He had fallen from the trees. Boom! And he was not doing well on the ground. And we all stood there looking at this guy. He wasn't doing well. He was still breathing, but he couldn't get up, and it was on his side, and we, discussed it for a while, and we wish the raccoon could talk, Are we going to turn into an animal rescue? Or are we going to continue on with what we need to do? Or if we weren't here, what would happen? Everybody's got to eat. Maybe he's going to be somebody's breakfast. I don't know. Well, I looked down and the little guy, he was tearing up from his eyes. I looked at him and I said, "Hey, it's okay to cry, man. Don't worry about it. Real men cry. It means they got heart and they got feelings for stuff, and they're not afraid to express it, So the dad and I, we talked for a bit, and we said, "Hey, why don't you stay here with him and just be with him?" We didn't know if he was gonna die or not, and we told him, "Hey, it's all a part of life, So we let him be with that coon. We were about maybe 20 yards away doing our deal, and he was standing there doing his thing, and we forgot about it. And then we turned around, and he's looking at us, his son, and he's smiling hard. He's like, come. We went over there, and that coon had regained his balance, and he was kind of wobbling, standing up, doing his thing, And we looked at him, and I said, "Hey, why don't you stay with him for a while? We're going to go over there." And we pointed where we were going to go. And 20 minutes later, his son joined us, and he said, "No, he was wobbling and he was walking, so I figured I'd let him do his thing. Maybe he'll find his family." Oh, way to go, kid. And I looked at him and I said, "You know what, brother? Right there, man, you just leveled up." I told him flat out. I said, "You just grew big time, man. Not only did he take a little step of maturity, he took a big one, bro." I shook his hand and I said, "Hey, now you got to decide. You're going to behave, or we're going to call you a little boy or a young man." And he looked at us and he says, "I want to be a young man." I said, "Right on, bro." And I wonder, what do we have in our society where little boys and little girls, they reach a milestone where now we call them young men and young ladies. Do other cultures have it? Well, I'm sure they do, but hey, you go research and find out if you're interested. And then we had a talk like, guess what story that raccoon's gonna tell his family? Oh yeah. Oh, well, I was sleeping in a tree and I rolled over and boom, 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 I'm on the ground and I thought I was dead. And then these aliens showed up and there were 3 of them. 2 really big and 1 small. They were looking at me. I mean, that raccoon was tripping, looking up at us. Wow. And they didn't do anything. They didn't touch me. They didn't take me. And the little one, he stayed behind and he just sat there and looked at me. Well, what a story the coon would have, right? Another point of view of the whole episode. But look, What do we have in our society, or what do you have in your family where you encourage your kids to say, hey man, you're taking that step of maturity, you're leveling up? Is it graduation from kindergarten and 5th grade and then high school and college? Is that it? I don't know. I hope there's, I don't know. If you got any ideas, just make some suggestions on the bottom, or don't. It's all good with me. It's kind of chilly. I gotta roll. Pursue your love of lifelong learning. Keep moving forward. Oh, and being an old dog like me, what's my next step of leveling up? I gotta ponder that one. Or maybe you got some ideas. If you're 60, do you still level up? What? Mahalo for your time. Make the most of the day. Laters.